everyone. Welcome to our official first in-person meeting for our 2025 season. We thank you for those who are able to come out and are here in person. And for those of you that are watching online, Angie's going to be acting as me on Facebook. So any comments or questions you have throughout our presentation, they will go ahead and answer you. And for the rest of you guys, you could just shout at us, you know, if you got questions or answers. But we're really excited. I mean, 2025, here we go. So, as a recap, our event leads are Sam and Amy this year. Abby Smith is she's homesick, but she is watching online, so Abby will do you proud. And our Captain's Council, I'm Jen Menard. Ronnie, you want to stand up? Susan, stand up. Angie's all the way in the back. And the last one's Tammy, who's currently stuck in traffic somewhere between the 118 and the 405 trying to get up here right now. So, yeah, so she'll try to be here as soon as she can there. But, of course, as a reminder, our event, Saturday, May 3rd from 9 to 9. So we're really looking forward to it at Central Park. We've already begun planning. We've got lots of new things we want to try out this year and share stuff with you guys. So, yeah, we're looking forward. So we got lots of stuff to share about. So thank you guys. Last year we raised over $305,000, making us a national premier event with all other Relay for Life events that have raised over $300,000. So thank you so much for that. We've received our second year in a row, our Trendsetter Award in the West region. So congratulations, Santa Cruz. You guys really hit it out of the park, or you just really want another banner to add to our collection, one or the two. Our event was nominated in the region for the Spirit of Relay Awards for Event of the Year, and Team Got Cure, which is led by Kathleen and Carol, were nominated for Team of the Year. Wow. And they won the nomination for the region, and are now going up against the other nominees in the region for the national awards, which will be unveiled next week. So we will find out if Got Cure will become a national winner. So congratulations. All right, so yeah, moving along. As always, we have our mission, and that is, what we do for the American Cancer Society, why we're here. It's more than just raising funds. It's about raising awareness and providing support where we can. So our own mission lead, Brad Peach, has something to say about that.
Go, Brad.
Where's the hat, Brad?
My hat. Oh, that hat. Where's your hat? What's your hurry? I thought that's where we were going with that.
There's the purple beard.
Yeah, that was last year's training that we did. Okay, well, welcome to our first live meeting for 24-25 relay season. I think most of you know me. I am Brad Peach. I am your mission lead for the Relay for Life, and I'm also honored to be the mission lead volunteer for the American Cancer Society West Region. I have several goals for this relay, but my number one goal is to have 100% of the teams that are on the track to have a mission message or activity this year. That's 100% in their campsite. I know that some of you may be thinking, what the heck's he talking about? But it's simple. A mission message or activity is something designed to pass on information about the mission of the American Cancer Society. One example, a very simple example, is this message board. Now this thing has seen a lot of battle. As you can tell, that's seen a lot of relays on our team. I thought there might have been a... Couldn't hold that. But but I have other examples over at the mission table, and I have plenty of ideas that I would just love to share with you. And if you're having trouble finding an idea, please come and see me, and I would love to help. So why is this important? Well, first, let's look at the mission of the American Cancer Society. And the mission is to improve the lives of people with cancer and their families through advocacy, research, and patient support to ensure everyone has the opportunity to prevent, find, treat, and survive cancer. This goes with our vision, which is to end cancer as we know it for everyone. So how do we achieve this? There are two main ways. The first is through fundraising, but the second is through education, and that's where these messages and activities come in. When a relay participant stops at your campsite, they should leave knowing something that they didn't know before about cancer, about the American Cancer Society, or the services that they provide. Leaving with some new information about treatments, about patient services, and support. After all, the best way to fight cancer is to prevent it from occurring in the first place. So, some of the mission highlights of the 24-25 season that can be addressed in your mission message or activity are, for the very first time, we had an estimated 2 million people that were going to be diagnosed with cancer in the year 2024. That is somebody hearing, you have cancer every 15 seconds. Another one is over $5 billion in funded research grants since 1946, with 53 Nobel laureates to our credit. A whopping 33% drop in cancer death rates since 1991. And Relay itself has raised over $7 billion since its inception in 1985. So those are just some topics that you can hit. But really, if you want an idea of what the mission topic, just ask yourself, why am I here? Who am I relaying for? And focus on that journey. Another great idea is making a car or other vehicle for the Road to Recovery event.
Next slide.
The next slide, please. The Road to Recovery event. Road to Recovery is a service where volunteers use their own cars and time to provide cancer patients with free rides to and from treatments and appointments when they have no other way of getting there. And if you would like information on becoming a Road to Recovery driver, please come see me or message me. We will have our Road to Recovery parade again for those who are ready to run. We are bringing back the race this year. You can do either activity or both. The parade vehicle can be as elaborately constructed as you want. However, the race vehicle should be as light as you can make it. Entering a car in either activity will count as a mission activity. So come see me or contact me for more information. Contact me at brad@scvrelay.org or mission@scvrelay.org. Or just come back and talk to me. So, thank you.
Yay, right.
Alright, before we talk about ACS CAN, those of you that don't know, every meeting, Brad's got his table set up for mission. We also have Yvonne, who's got the Luminaria bags. So if you want to sign out Luminaria bags to sell ahead of time, go ahead and do so. If you have questions for our Survivor Caregiver Committee, they also gather amongst themselves there too. So any questions you have for them, you're more than welcome to. And for those of you who are online, if you do have questions, like I said, put it in the comments, and Angie right now will go ahead and answer those questions for you. So now we talk, as Brad talked about, advocacy is one of the portions of the American Cancer Society. So, that's okay. So it's about the American Cancer Society's Cancer Action Network, or ACS CAN. As you know, we have a lot of acronyms for the ACS organization, so it can be a tongue twister at times. But this is where volunteers, it's a separate organization from the American Cancer Society, and their goal is to advocate for whether it's more cancer funding from our federal government or to try and pass certain laws or to stop certain laws from happening that might be detrimental to helping out cancer patients during their treatment. Next slide, please. And so, Santa Clarita, Abby's working on the website for signing up to be an ACS CAN member. It is a $10 membership. It is separate from your regular fundraising, so this is something separate. But we will have this website active soon, if it's not already active. Abby was trying to work on getting that activated. And it's a one-year membership, and you don't really get a lot of, they cut back on the number of emails over time. Obviously, last year was an election year, so you might have gotten a little bit more emails as we were trying to advocate for certain things. And we're hoping to ask the government to please reconsider putting more funding back that didn't quite make it at the last congressional session, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, any questions you have about ECSCAN, you can see me. Brad's also been a big advocate for that too, and we'll be dropping a hint later on in this meeting about what might be coming up in February about ACSCAN, so stay tuned. Alright. What's going on in 2025? Well, guess what? Relay for Life, which started in 1985 in Tacoma, Washington, turns 40. Or actually turned 40. So technically it's going into its 41st year, but all the other events are catching up and it's considered the 40th year. So we're really excited all of that there. My goal is one day to go up to Tacoma and be able to visit the event and have an opportunity to walk the same track that Gordy Clapp did, who is the founder there. So we just want to let you guys know, you'll probably see a lot of advertisements about the 40 years of impact, not just from us, but maybe you might start seeing stuff on the internet, on the website, Facebook, or however you follow social media. So keep that in mind. With that said, our event, we always like to do our own little theme. So conversations were had with the ELT, and came up with, well, Amy, why don't you come out here as one of the event leads? Yes, I'm putting you on the spot. Talk a little more about this.
All right, so we decided on our new theme for the year, which is going to be Decades of Hope, and that can be really interpreted however you guys want it to be, whether it be that you represent the year that you guys started relaying, or just a decade that you love and enjoy to make it your theme of your team. Or of course, just however you guys would like to decorate. But yes, our theme this year is Decades of Hope.
And we've already heard from some teams that have let us know that they are going to pick certain decades. I believe Got Cure is going to do a 60s theme, I believe you guys are going to do.
The hippie era.
The hippie era, okay. And Kimo Amigos, I think you guys were doing a 50s theme, something like that there. And I believe Kemper Auto said they were going to do something in the 80s. So we shall see. Well, hopefully we continue to update our list so that way teams know what can be available. And there's no reason why more than one team can do rock and 60s. You know, so if some of you are thinking of doing that or the 70s, go for it. All right, moving along. So excited. So 2019 was the last time we had team captain shirts, and then the pandemic came and a lot of things had to shift around there with the American Cancer Society. We're happy to hear that the team captain shirts are coming back. With a small caveat, in order for team captains and co-captains that are designated on the website to receive their team captain shirts, their team collectively helps to raise at least $1,000, and those team captain and co-captains will receive their special team captain shirts in the mail. It'll be mailed to them directly. So, really excited to bring that back. And we're also excited, next slide please. The Hope Club shirts, they have finally updated the color. It is no longer that dingy gray. I know, we all hated the dingy gray for years and years. Or it was white that was see-through like you're at a wet t-shirt contest, you know? Oh no, he will. So we're happy to say that brand new Hope Club shirt. Lauren, if you can come up front here so that way those online can see what it actually looks like. I am going to turn on the light a little.
Am I looking at the camera right here?
Yep. It is this cool. It's got the 40 years of impact logo, and it says Hope Club because he raised his $100 already, and it comes pretty quick,
Yeah,
right?
it showed up really quick,
So,
like within a week.
and it came to your house.
It came to my house.
Perfect.
Do you have to go online?
They send you an email saying that you've reached your,
Your goal.
made it to the Hope Club, and then you fill out the thing and.
Oh, that's why you haven't gotten yours.
Yes. So as soon as you
Check
hit,
your emails.
as soon as you hit your $100 as soon as you hit $100, you will receive an email link to just verify, that they're going to ship it out to you.
Folder too, I think they're
So,
putting into them.
really excited about that. Can't wait for that. Moving, and the ELT will have their own separate colors. We didn't post it yet because I think it's gonna be like a dark green color or something different from the Hope Club. I don't remember too. We'll find out when the show. As long as it wasn't that hideous orange that we had years ago. That was brutal. All right, and of course the purple shirts for the survivors, which is free to them. All they got to do is just register, identify themselves as a survivor. They pick their size, and it gets shipped to them directly. All right, moving along. Angie, you're up.
if you guys don't know me, I'm Angie Peach. I'm part of the Captain's Council and the team captain for Buccaneers. So Spirit Sticks are coming back again. This one is from the lovely Yvonne from Peace Love Cure. It's one of my favorites I get to see every year. So Spirit Sticks are basically there so you guys can walk around the track with your Spirit Stick, and it'll help bring people to your booth. They'll be like, oh, that's really cool, I'm gonna follow that. And that raises your fundraising amount, so it gets people talking with you and seeing your story. You can talk to them about their story. It gets you guys to be more personal with everybody and gets you really more motivated with being at a relay. So with Spirit Sticks, you do not have to make one. It does not have to be extravagant. It could be a sign. It can be like a pom-pom with your team name on it. But if we see Spirit Sticks, I'm gonna give you guys stickers for them. So hopefully I get to see a lot of really cool ones this year. If you do it for like your team design, like ours, I forgot it this time, but you'll see it next meeting, is a pirate mask for being Buccaneers. There's a little parrot on it. It's really cute. So if you want to do it to your theme, to your decade, whatever, I would love to see them, and I hope you guys make really, really cool ones this year. Oh yeah, Spirit Sticks.
All right, Relay First Lap is going to be this Saturday, January 11th. We are going to be having it at Central Park at 10 a.m. this year. We are going to be located behind the bathrooms of the old track. So the old side of Central Park, not the newer side. So if you're entering in, it's going to be on the left-hand side. We're going to be behind the bathrooms where we were last year if you attended, and that's going to be at 10 a.m.
Left of the bathrooms?
Where the picnic
Behind the bathrooms where the picnic tables are.
Hey Amy, for the new people watching, what is Relay First Lap?
So everybody across the country, the world, takes their very first relay lap all together. So all across the world, people will be posting pictures, videos, events that they do together. Some people, if you can't attend, you take a lap around your house, whatever you can do just to represent your first lap. Everyone does it, and it's also why we relay. So we like to announce why we relay too. So there's also a picture that we took last year that was on the previous slide. I can show it again, but we like to do it all together if we can.
And then hashtag your pictures.
Oh yeah, and hashtag your photos if you take them. SCV Relay 2025.
So we'll go quick, let's look at that picture again, Amy.
And here's our picture last year of everyone that wins.
So we hope you can come on out, but like Amy says, if not, even if all you do is just walk a couple paces, that's it. That's your first lap. You help kick off the Relay for Life season. Seriously, if that's all you could do. All right, thank you. So with that, the National Relay for Life has a registration challenge. So it's open to all Relay for Life events across the nation. And there's like 3 type of different registration events. But this is, it's playing off of Relay First Lap, where we hope a lot of people are going there. And I'll go into more details on there, but there's one for team captains to be able to win a special prize if they're able to recruit 7 or more team members, including themselves, onto their team. And then there's one for the event leadership teams that strives to boost their overall participation registration numbers. And then the last one I forgot to put on there was also if we have more survivors sign up there. Next slide, please. So for the team captains, you have until, well actually they're retroacting back to when our website first opened back on September or whatever date that was there, till February 7th. So as long as you have 7 team members, including yourselves, and if you have like 2 co-captains, then 5 more team members and you're set to go there or more. If you make it to there, both captains and co-captains will receive this. Picture's not that great, but it's a type of cooler. It says Team Captain. It's got the new ACS Relay for Life logo on there, so that will go directly to the captains and co-captains as an incentive. On the event level, The 3 qualifying events with the largest year-over-year increase in registration participants will have a chance to win a custom consultation with a relay expert. Now, last year we won. We were one of the events that won, and do you guys remember what we decided to go with? I know some of it was for advertising, and then there was some other stuff that I think we won. That was another contest that we won nationwide as well too. So,
Fire.
but yeah. So this is an opportunity for the event to strategize new ways to bring more people to come out to relay and figuring out what the best uses of those. So that's for the events. And then the last slide.
Sorry, Abby.
Will be the 3 events with the largest year-over-year growth of survivors registered with a brand new survivor sale banner flag. And later on, Survivor Caregiver Committee will be up here and they'll talk about why we hope you guys will participate in this, because it's going to happen for a special event that's happening on March 1st. So we'll go into more details on that later. And Abby will let us know what our numbers were last year, so we know where we have to go over. And hopefully we'll again be one of the top events. All right, next up, Angie, you're up.
It's me again. Hello. So our goals this year. Yay! All right. So our goals this year. Our overall goal is $340,000. I think we can get there. You guys think we can get there?
Yes.
Yeah. Enthusiasm. Right now we're at $58,922. I know it's only January. Let's get those numbers out. Start doing fundraising and get restaurants and crafts and whatever you want to do for fundraising. Start getting money in. Sponsorships. Our goal is $100,000. We're at 20,000 right now. So if you guys know any big companies that you think would want to sponsor, or even like little stores around wherever you work, wherever you live, that you're like, maybe they would want to get involved. Get our sponsorship numbers up. I know I'm trying to get my job to do it. So, number of survivors, our goal is 250. Unfortunately, I think we're going to hit that because there are a lot of cancer survivors and we want to get them all involved. So I think we're going to do great with that. And right now we're at 38. So you all know people who are cancer survivors. Get them all signed up. Number of teams, our goal is 85. We're at 32. It's less than half. Come on, guys. Come on. ACS cam members, 40. I don't like that.
Site's
The
not live yet.
website is going to be going live, so we'll be able to
All right.
use those numbers.
I guess you're off the hook. So as soon as that link goes live, I hope we get to see a lot of people go up. I know at least all of our ELT is going to be signing up, so I hope you guys do as well. Yeah, so hopefully we can get all these numbers up quickly and surpass all of our goals this year. Thank you.
As always, we also want to be thankful for all of our teams, all of our participants, all of our sponsors, everything that they do to help us. We want to recognize everybody there. We've actually had some questions in the past, especially from new teams and new team captains. They're wondering, well, how do you know what level that we're at? So we're going to share with you, starting with our I'm like way ahead of my agenda. Let's welcome some brand new teams that have joined us. So right now, Nancy's Queen of Hearts team, they're here today. They're a new team, but we actually know all the team captains. They used to be part of other teams in the past, so we thank you for coming back, and we know you're doing this in loving tribute to Nancy Coulter, so we cannot wait to be able to be a part of that as well. Another new team is NOAA Med Transport. I don't know if they've shown up yet. We would hope that they would show up, but they're a new team. And then Babes for Boobs has now become a second team with Babes for Boobs 2. So, I think they're watching online if they're not already, so congratulations, and we hope to increase our brand new teams. That's what we, the Captain's Council, are here for, to help guide you guys and offer support. Next up is our returning teams. There's a whole bunch of you guys. I'm not going to read them all the names, but pretty much everybody out of the 32 teams, we had 3 that are brand new. This is everybody else, all that's returning back to us. So thank you so much. And I believe as we were online, a team was signing up, coming back again. So
United Methodist just signed up.
so next month they'll be added onto this list. So we're really excited for all of that. All right, let's see. Now we're caught up. So individual fundraising on your own personal dashboard. When you hit certain goals, you may not see it because it's kind of buried somewhere in your dashboard. But these little badges light up to let you know where you personally are at. $100 is at Hope Club. 250 means you're at bronze level. Silver is at 500. Grand Club's at 1,000, and so on and so forth. Up to the 10,000 and over mark, which puts you at the purple level. And already we've got one person that's already far surpassed that $10,000 mark. As people in this room literally turn around and stare at Kathleen Provard, who got cured. Yeah, so she's already. Where are you at?
I don't count. I just keep raising.
You don't count. You keep raising. I like that. I like that very much. So then we also have a team slide. And same thing, teams collectively always do team members that help you accomplish all of these different goals. You can see all the different levels. And I know Got Cure last year ended up at Emerald with over 35,000. So Kathleen, if you want to hit the Ruby level, that's 50,000.
You got it.
You got that.
Piece of cake. Kathleen, how about if we merge with you guys?
But believe it or not, there are teams across the nation that raise over $400,000 just by themselves, and so it's pretty impressive. And if I believe, if you raise $175,000 or more, and you're a first-time team that reaches that, you will have the opportunity to be able to name a research grant that's currently being funded. So we have had several teams across the nation that have qualified for that. So some of them do it because of somebody in their life that has cancer or what have you. So it is something there. If you're curious to know more about that, I will get that information. We'll share that out on the website so you can see that. All right. Next. All right. 6 teams that are already in the fundraising club. Dang, Kathleen. Team's already over 20,000. Congratulations. And I'm sure that number's going to go up even more.
Our team's rocking it.
This is it. Silver level is Pampered Chef with over 37,000. And we've already got 4 teams at the Rising Star level: Buccaneers, Chemo Amigos, Bosom Buddies, and Team Donnie. And we know this is going to change constantly as more people come on board and other teams start jumping up to the next level. So we love recognizing you guys. We know you work so hard, and we want to make sure you understand how much we appreciate it. Next up. All right, so before we get to this, we've thrown a lot of information at you guys so far. Any questions? Any comments? Angie, anyone asking anything online?
Not yet.
Not yet? All right. So we always like to have some fun with our teams, and our Captain's Council talked together about coming up with some new team challenges or individual challenges that we do each month as an incentive for teams or individuals to participate in. January, of course, is going to be the National Recruitment Challenge. We're not going to layer on another challenge on top of that. That's just too much for everybody, so we're just going to go ahead and keep that as is. February, ACS CAN Challenge, where we want to challenge teams to try to recruit ACS CAN members. They could be part of your team, or they could just be people in your lives who are not a part of your team but want to become CAN members. We just have to verify that they in fact did sign up for it. There is no age limit. We actually have a youth ambassador who's like 7 years old that goes out with his mom I think he went out to Washington D.C. Just last year for the Lights of Hope to help talk to government officials and to be a part of that event. And he's very passionate because he had lost I think he was just born when he lost his uncle to cancer. So, he never really got to know his uncle, and that's why he wanted to do this. So we were looking at doing a couple of challenges. Teams that are able to get a minimum of 5, and we'll be sharing the slides out with everybody after the meeting, so you can definitely reach out to us for more information. But teams that have a minimum of 5 ACS CAN members or more will be entered to win at least 1 hour in the Luminary booth at a relay. And we're going to select 2 teams. You will be able to have a minimum 1 to 2 volunteers that are at the Luminary tent at a designated time, and then all the sales during that 1 hour go to your team. So it's usually a popular one. People like to go for that. And then for further, on a national scale, there is a ECS CAN Club team designation for teams that have 10 or more ECS CAN members. So we're working on if it's going to be a banner or a pennant flag or something. We're trying to work with the CAN organization to find out what is going to be available to designate those teams that have 10 or more ECS CAN members. In March, I forgot to bring my banner. March is our team fundraising challenge. We debuted this last year, and we had quite a number of teams that did well on this one. Teams that raised $1,000 during the particular time period that we have listed will have a choice of an official relay branded banner, or we're going to add on another choice because some people may not want another banner, they might want something else. We are looking at the different options available from the vendor to have your team name listed on there. So once we finalize with the vendor the other choices, we will definitely have pictures and images to share with everybody. There will be a challenge in April. We're just waiting to hear from the national, because they typically do a spring challenge, so we want to find out what it is. So again, we're not doing our challenge and then going into a national challenge. We want to layer them together at the same time if need to be. And then in the late summer, those of you that may have recalled back in August, the region did a Hope Lives Here fundraiser, and it was the participants that from Relay for Life and Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, because it was region-wide to all of those events. They raised X number of dollars, and they were able to get a limited edition wearable, which was a t-shirt that had the Hope Lives Here logo on there, and they got to pick either a t-shirt or a tank top in different colors. The West Region Volunteer Leadership is going to bring this back again with some minor tweaks to there, but we'll keep you guys aware of that as that happens. By the way, I am the volunteer lead for the West Region, so along with Brad, who's part of my team, and a few others, so we're looking forward to seeing how that works, because it was very successful for us in the region. All right, what are we up to next? Okay, our Survivor Caregiver Committee will be coming up. They have a few different things to talk about, but most excited because something started last year and became so successful, we had to move to a bigger location, and we can't wait to see what's going to happen. And I can only keep talking online so much until somebody shows up here. And there we go.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
How's everyone doing?
We are
Excellent,
we're the
excellent.
Survivor Committee. Laura, Leslie, Aaron, and Agnes is on our team this year. We're glad to have her. Let's see, we are so excited to have our Survivor dinner again this year to celebrate our survivors and caregivers.
Who was at our Survivor dinner last year?
Yay!
Look at
all
everybody, I
of
love
that.
it.
Yay,
We need to
nice.
get more. Did you enjoy it? Did you have a good time?
Yes.
Awesome, good.
Well, it was so successful, we're
Good job.
counting on, we got a larger location this year because we were a little
We
cramped
outgrew it.
in, and we're planning on
Yeah.
maybe getting 250
Yeah, we're
survivors.
hoping to
and
get
caregivers.
200.
That's our goal.
That's our goal. Let's see. You need to we talked earlier about getting the Survivor Challenge and all that. Angela talked about that, Angie talked about that. Get your team survivors signed up. Have them sign up at scvrelay.org, sign up as a survivor. And then they can message us, survivors at scvrelay.org, and we'll send them out invitations as it gets closer. All the survivors will get invitations for the dinner. But yeah, they have to be registered as a survivor. Sorry. And let's see, I think that's it. Again, the next slide. How can you help us out? Okay. Table hosting. Who hosted a table at our dinner last year? Awesome. And it was so fun. They were so excited. Everybody was excited. Everybody was different. All the tables were set up differently, as you can see in some of the pictures. It was awesome.
we're doing that again this year. So the team or individual, whoever would like to host a table, can host a table.
This year, we're hoping to have 25 tables.
Yeah, we had 16
So we
last
would
year.
love to have 25 teams sign up to help us out.
Yeah. And again, email us, survivors, SCV Relay, if you want to host a table. We are also looking for sponsors for the dinner, anywhere from a raffle basket item or a raffle basket, all the way up to a $3,000 sponsor. Anybody got $3,000 and want to donate to us? Please, we'd love it. And all of the different things come with different accolades with them. All right.
And as this is we have a zero budget for it, sponsorship is something that is really important for us.
All right, with that being said, we are doing some fundraisers for the Survivor Dinner. Our next one is going to be next Wednesday, not tomorrow, but the following.
Here, camera.
That's good.
Sorry.
At Panda Express, it is a national fundraiser. So anybody across the United States that has a panda around them can join our fundraiser. So my family in New Jersey can order from Panda, put in our fundraiser code, and we get 28% of the sales. So it's a great fundraiser. It helps us alleviate some of the costs that we have because we did have to get a bigger venue.
Yeah.
It costs us a little bit more, unfortunately, but we do this because we need it and because we have so many survivors that we wanted to make it a little more special. So best way for you guys, one of the best ways to help us out would be to do the fundraiser.
And that flyer's on the website.
That flyer is on the website. It's on your tables if you're here. And you can email us at survivors, sv.org, and we can let you know.
It's gonna be on Facebook, please share it.
Oh yeah, share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram, share it on your emails, share it to everybody.
Point out where the code is on the flyer.
Code.
The far right.
Yeah, you have to put in the code when you order online.
I'll be Vanna. Okay, so that's that. Survivor stops. Okay, wait. Yeah, you got it? Okay. Who is the survivor? Whoa. Oh, sorry. Go back one or two.
Oh,
I didn't do this.
oh, that's right.
Volunteers.
We, last year, we had a bunch of, that's yours, okay. We had a lot of opportunities for volunteers at the dinner. We had setup, people that helped us serve the food. We had people that helped us pick up the food. So again, we're gonna need volunteers too. So if you can volunteer, or if you have a youth group that wants to volunteer to help us, they just can't be the ones to pick up the food. And we have check-in, which we're gonna make a lot easier this year. We learned from last year. And let's see, what else are they gonna be? Clean up, because we have to be out of there by 9 o'clock. So, and you're set with your raffle.
Yes,
Yeah,
but we
so
would like raffle
Susan's gonna do the raffles again for
Yeah,
us.
we have raffle donations.
Raffle donations, yeah.
And we kind of changed that up this year. So to let everybody know, what we're gonna do is we wanna make sure that this is really for the survivors and caregivers. So the raffle prizes are only gonna go to survivors and caregivers.
That's nice.
They're all gonna get a ticket along when they get in, when they come in. When they check in. And then we're not gonna be selling raffle tickets at the event because we wanna make sure that they're the ones that benefit from all of this.
Nice.
So
Good.
we're kinda happy about that. We wanna make sure that they come back with something. Yeah. So that's a few of the changes that we've made, but we have a list, we'll publish it. You can come and see Erin or I or Laura before the meeting's over, and if there's anything that you'd like to volunteer for, but help is very much wanted and needed.
So one thing about this thing, so the invitation is for a survivor and one caregiver, correct?
Yes, a
Yes.
survivor and one caregiver. Yeah.
Or a plus one. If they want to bring someone with them.
A guest.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Okay. Survivor stops. Who had a survivor stop last year? Run, Laura, run.
All right, keep your hands up, keep your hands up, keep your hands up.
If you don't know what a survivor stop is, last year, different booths had this wonderful sign up, and all the survivors got a punch card, and they were able to go around to the different booths and collect an item from the booth for a survivor stop. Just a little special gift from each of the teams. We're hoping to get more. We had 26 last year. It was great. All the feedback. Does anybody have any feedback from the survivor stops?
They were awesome.
They were awesome.
We were trying to get something, we were trying to do free mail decals. All they really wanted was a stamp, so this year we've already thought what we're gonna do, but keep it.
Let us know.
They want you to hand them something so they
Yeah.
can scooch on to the next one.
Keep it simple. Agreed.
And what's great about this is this was the first time that a lot of, and I'm one of them, survivors that actually got around to all the booths. Because usually we don't get a chance to go to the booths, but that little incentive, they just loved it. It was probably one of the most positive things that came out of Relay, was the survivor stuff.
So it was our first one. It was a learning experience, right? So we gave them the punch cards so that we knew everybody would go around to one, and everybody's like, well, what do we do with the punch cards? Well, we figured that out. This year, everybody that goes around and fills up their punch card is gonna get a raffle ticket, and there's a raffle for the survivors that can win an item, a raffle prize. So they're not only gonna get something from all the survivor stops, but they're gonna get an entry into a raffle that we're gonna have at the Survivor Village.
And one of the things about the stops too is that's gonna help us with the goodie bags. This year, we don't have to have a collection of maybe a lot of stuff that people don't really want. And so this way, you're part of the goodie bags for us, and we don't have to worry about getting all the bags and putting them together and everything else.
Yes,
That's what I love about
I will say last year, at least at our team booth, and I'm sure there's many other team booths, it was the opportunity to talk with the survivors. And for many of them, didn't realize that some teams have been there about the same amount of time as they've been survivors and never really had that connection, and now they do. And I think we enjoy that so much, being able to have that connection with them. So I'm glad that you guys are bringing that back.
Yeah, I heard that from several survivors.
Mm-hmm.
So to Leslie's point and Kathleen's point, the items, we normally would do this Amazon list for the survivor bags. This year, we're still gonna have it up there, but I'm encouraging you, if you're gonna do it, purchase it, you do it as a survivor stop. If you purchase it through this, it's still gonna go to Laura. So maybe just look up the item and put it through your own Amazon so it comes to you. But these are just suggestions of things that you can use for a survivor stop. If you do send it to us, yeah, we'll use it. We'll figure something out, right? We'll give it to our survivors. But take these ideas and use them at your survivor stop.
How many should we get?
How many teams are we gonna have? Oh, how many items?
If a team becomes a survivor stop, how many should they prepare for?
My suggestion, since we're planning on 250 survivors at the survivor dinner, would be 250.
Yep.
Now, if you can't do that and you have a raffle at your booth, if you run out of items, you can always give them a raffle ticket. If it's
Or a free play at your game, whatever.
yeah, free play, or just have some candy left over just in case you run out.
Right.
You have something that you can give them.
Sure, it doesn't have to be expensive, it doesn't have to be a big item, just something that they can enjoy.
Hopefully it won't be cold. Last year we gave You gave Italian ice, you know, the ice cream toppings.
I got mine, it was good.
Yeah, but most people said, it's too cold for that.
Yeah, we were giving out fans and nobody wanted them.
I mean,
You never know.
it's a crapshoot, right? I mean, you
It's
never
in
know.
between, you never
I
know.
would rather it be that than 105 degrees.
Yeah.
And,
So,
yeah, the QR code, I think it's on the website as well, right?
what's that?
This is on the website
This
as
is
well?
on the website and on, yeah, everywhere.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else? That's all for us?
I think that's
Is that it for us?
Is there any questions about survivors?
Carol.
Yeah.
Are the tables for the survivor caregiver dinner tables for 8?
Thank you.
Good
They're
question.
tables for 10 this year and they're larger.
They're larger
So
tables.
they're 72-inch tables, so they're not the 60-inch like we had last year. We do have flyers with all the information on it over at our table.
Yeah, we have a few
So
flyers.
you can come grab one, and you can sign up. So any teams that want to sign up tonight to be a host table, or
You get more
table
candy.
host, you get more candy, and we'll have some information
Yeah.
for you over at the Survivor table.
And there's that option too, that if you think that you only need 8 people, you can still put 8 people at your table. We'll know more as we get closer to the event. We're trying to do a cutoff of February 19th, because we've really only got 2 months to
Yes,
plan
it's
this
March
thing.
1st is the dinner, so.
So.
It's coming up fast.
Yeah, so, that'll dictate the number of tables and,
Yeah.
what we're gonna be doing. But the room is really nicely set
We're at
up.
the
and
Canyon
it's
Country
much
Community
bigger.
Center this year.
Where we have park.
I don't know if we mentioned that.
No, we didn't.
You did.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
We talked about a lot of stuff. All right, thank you guys.
That's it for us. Thank you.
All right. So if you guys love being a volunteer like the rest of us do, and you guys want to join our ELT team, we are looking for a few members that we still have open positions for. Most importantly, right now would be our internet lead. As the wonderful Teresa Kerr is taking a break for a little bit, we do need somebody to fill her shoes, which are big shoes to fill, but I know somebody can do it. So if you're interested or you know anybody that is, please contact us at chairs@scvrelay.org, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you. So, our website's constantly getting updated, and as the season really kicks off here, we're going to be sharing all of the upcoming fundraisers you guys tell us about. As soon as you know, let your Captain's Council member know, or send it to teams@scvrelay.org. We'll make sure it gets up onto the website. We'll make sure we do social media postings to promote it. Next slide, please. So as of right now, we took a screenshot from what's currently listed right now. We talked about the Panda Express fundraiser for survivor caregivers on January 15th, and then another team is doing one towards the end of the month, another Panda fundraiser on January 29th. There's an ongoing Super Bowl pool hosted by the Babes for Boobs. You can see Erin over there, and she can tell you how that all works out there. And this thing will get constantly updated. At some point, we'll have so many events that this gets a little condensed down, and you'll end up seeing like these 3 little dots here. So you click on that, and then it comes down even more. You get to see the rest of the full question there. But yeah, so we're constantly updating this. Just let us know what's going on so we can help you guys promote it. And along that lines, it's also what our next team meetings are. So we will meet here. Well, it might be in this room, might be the room next door, might be the room across from us, but we will be in this building. But our next meeting will be Tuesday, February 11th. Be aware, March and April are going to be on Mondays, because that was when the only available days that the hospital had for us to be able to be here. And then we have our campsite selection night on Tuesday, April 29th. As usual, any questions, reach out to teams@scvrelay.org. That goes to all of us in the Captain's Council, so one of us will get back to you. All right, I think next steps. So we're going to hear from Rana and Susan about what next steps for you guys to do as a team.
Okay, Miss Rana, ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so whether you're new to Relay or you're returning team, Rana and I hope that you will learn something new tonight with our presentation, with our portion of the meeting tonight. Okay. So being a relayer means we're part of the largest global movement to end cancer as we know it for everyone. Being part of a relay team provides an opportunity to fundraise and fight back against cancer. Now's the time to take the first steps to building our teams to provide others with that same opportunity to end the cancer that we all hate. Okay, so first step is building your team. Okay. Teams are often made up of family, friends, co-workers, and community members. Talk with others that you meet. You never know who might be interested in becoming part of the relay movement. Okay. Teams of any size can be a success. Small teams, big teams, medium-sized teams, doesn't matter. Once you've recruited team members, plan a team meeting to set your fundraising goal and how that goal could be achieved by individual team members and as a team. This should help keep your team members focused on the end result, your team fundraising goal. Okay, so now Ron and I are going to give you some fundraising strategies. All team members should personalize their fundraising page. That's where you signed up, where you registered. And then we'll show you how to do that if you're not sure. Emails can be sent right out from there, and you can link it to Facebook and other social media outlets. So Facebook, Instagram, what else?
X.
What's another?
X.
It mainly links to Facebook.
Okay. The Facebook is a great fundraiser. Don't miss out on these great fundraising helpers. So you're going to show, Ronnie's going to show us what it looks like on the website.
Okay, a little quick text study here. So when you log into your Relay website, you sign in, you go to your dashboard. That's like your web page. And when you're logged in, it gives you the opportunity to edit it. So I know it's a little hard to see, but it talks about what the event name is. This is your team name. You can edit that. Anywhere there's like a little arrow, it tells you that you can edit and invite friends. You can email your team. You can promote your team. There's a lot of things that you can explore on there. And then anywhere that there's a little pencil up there, it means you can edit. So you can edit the name and anything else that's up there. Down here you can add a photo or a video. You can update the fundraising goal. Now this is showing for the team, but remember you also have your own personal page as well. So if you're a team captain, you're going to do the team page, but also your own personal page. Following down will be the little script about why you relay. And it does have a template in there already, but it's nice to personalize it and really tell your story, because people you ask to contribute to your fundraising are going to go to this page and they're going to read what your story is. So always try to personalize that. And then another important thing, we will get more into emailing from the website, but right here on your dashboard is the team page or personal page URL. So what that means is you have your own website. So it already gives you the beginning of it in gray. So if you can see here, this is mine. So this in gray is already set in that little box. I just typed in Lana 2025, so it's mine. And then you can go to the copy button. It copies that URL. You can add it to the end of your email. When you send out email, you can do a signature and add it there. So the link is for when you send out emails. Or you can write up a letter to your friends from your own whatever Gmail personal account. Pop in that URL there, and that takes them directly to the public page. Okay, next one. Coming down a little bit more, this is the communication part. So if you did want to use the website to email your friends and family, ask them for donations, it is set up to do it in the website as well. You have to just import your contacts. And then there are templates already set up on a letter, which you can either use them as is or edit them and personalize them. And then at the top, it'll even show you all your donors, and it gives you a button to say thank you. So it has a thank you email already set up as well that you can send out once those donations come in. So it does help you keep track a little better as far as your fundraising and who you've sent emails to, but you can also use that URL separately and do it on your personal email. Either way that works for you. And then of course, as Jen mentioned before, your badges is down there as well, shows you where you're at. And then lower down is fundraising resources, and then that's what it takes you about, like I just said, you can send out emails via your fundraising page, add your contacts, use or customize the templates, track and thank your donors. But it also has here, it says participants who send emails out to people raise 7 times more than people that don't. So it can't, you don't get until you ask, right? You have to make the ask. So share your fundraising page with your family, friends, coworkers. Sharing your fundraising page in a variety of ways helps you reach more donors. So you can either go through the email, copy your URL, okay? Next slide. And also on your dashboard is this special link to link your fundraising page directly to Facebook. So that's what, if you have a Facebook page, this is great. I know I've been fortunate enough to raise $1,000 every year just through putting this on my Facebook page. What it does, it gives you the directions, 3 little steps. It takes you to Facebook, you have to sign into Facebook, and it puts a fundraising post on there. So everybody that's connected to you in Facebook will see that, and that's another way they can get to your fundraising page. So if you have Facebook, it pays to connect that. It says, on average, connected fundraisers raise more than $150. Mine, again, was 1,000, so yay. All right, next.
That's me.
That's you.
Okay, so some other fundraising ideas. Asking for donation for luminaria bags, $10. Very easy to raise your $100 that way for your t-shirts. Talking with businesses about sponsorship opportunities. Using the ACS fundraising app on your phone so that you have it when you're chatting with a friend about Relay and they say they'd like to make a donation. You have the fundraising app and you can take it right there. Engage the whole team in having a team fundraiser, yard sales. We just talked with Christina about having the yard sale. Panda Express, as the survivor group is doing, nationwide fundraisers, very successful. Planning a boutique, we said we yard sale. Teams are required to raise $100 at minimum to get a campsite, so keep that in mind. And that has to be before, in April, so like a week or so before campsite selection night. So Rhonda's going to show you some, the fundraising app slide, how to do that, because that's a great way even for taking, we were telling the other team here about taking, if you get a check, to scan it and have it deposited.
This is the new way to accept money. You used to have to give it to us and then we deposit it for you. Now most everything is done on the app. If a donor wants to give you cash, that's okay too. And a lot of team captains will take the cash and then either use their own credit card or write a check and deposit it that way. And you can still give that donor credit when you go through the accepted donation. So on your app, under the fundraise button at the bottom, because we have home, all your donations listed, your profile, and there's other options as well. But today I'm just going to talk about how to use the fundraising part. Is you can accept with credit card. So that's real easy. You hit credit card, you put in the number, the name, and you have the option of putting in the donor's email address so that way they can get a receipt emailed to them. If it's a check, you just click that. You will take a picture of the front and the back of the check, and you type in the amount. You make sure you know who it's going to, your team or individual on your team. And then you just say submit. And then fairly new is you can request a donation via several ways: Apple Pay, PayPal, Venmo, and Google Pay. So if I wanted, somebody said, yeah, I'll pay, I want to pay via Venmo, You click on that and you put in their Venmo name, and sometimes they'll bring up their phone and it'll be a little QR code, you just do that. It'll email them right away and say, do you want to make a donation? And they say yes, and it's done. So that's pretty cool that way too. And again, your donors will get a confirmation email as long as you put in their email address during those processes. Okay.
Alrighty, so now we all have our team members ready in fundraising, right? We got pre-event fundraising. Well, it's not too early to start thinking about the day of event fundraising. Thanks, Angie. Okay, so what creative goods, crafts can your team make to sell? What fun activities, games could you have at your campsite to engage the event participants so that they want to stay at the event? And then this way they can enjoy the ceremonies, they can enjoy the entertainment, and they will have something that they can tell their friends about or call their friends up and say, come, this event is fun, and they should come and enjoy it too. Okay, so now it's time to start setting plans in motion to make the 27 years, wow, Santa Clarita Relay another great event and reach our 2025 goal. And ACS wants to help us be successful, and they provide a lot of online resources, which is Rhonda's going to tell you about.
Okay, I was going to say, do you want to just tell them real quick what some of these things, ideas are that?
Okay, well, in addition to raffle baskets, survey says that the participants would like to have more activities to do, not just so many raffle baskets. So we really are trying to encourage activities, games.
Pass out cancer, they had like a Velcro thing that you had to throw and try and hit the bullseye.
Right, oh, this is the lap beads.
Yeah, you can build your own bead neck bracelet, and then
two games that my team has.
notice it's kid friendly.
Yeah, that one is. Actually, the kids like the other one too, except it cost the parents money.
Yeah,
But,
it was like throw it through the hole.
Yeah.
It's a donation.
Yes.
I forgot what I was gonna say about that.
That's not a punch game, Aaron.
It's not a punch game.
It's not a
I
punch
know.
game. That's a bean,
Oh,
that's a beanbag game.
If you're on the Team Captain Facebook page, you'll probably get annoyed at me, but I try and throw up as many different games that people can do at their booth all year long. Just to give ideas of some stuff that you can do. The most recent one was just the other day. It was 9 bucket, like Home Depot buckets filled with water, and they got 2 different colored basketballs, and they had to do tic-tac-toe. And it was 2 teams, and they were going back and forth to try and throw the ball into the buckets. So those are different things that you can do.
Think minute to win it games too.
Yeah.
There's so many things you could do. It's a lot of fun. There's so many ideas. Pinterest, any place. Aaron, you know.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's just, you go on.
Yes, Brett.
And you can tie that into your mission and make that as a mission activity as well as a fundraiser.
There's ways. Come up with some for us.
Oh, easy.
He's got a few.
Right on the spot, yeah.
Oh, like the colon thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your famous colon game.
The famous colon bucket.
Yeah, that's good one. Okay, next.
If you'd like to play with my colon, come to my campsite.
All right. So I just want to give you a quick shout out reminder of different resources that you can check, because I know there's a lot of information that we put out there for you. So most of this information that we covered on tonight is on the website. Team Captain Guide is where we got a lot of it, and there's a link to it right there on the home page. If you go down, it's in the top part of it, and I just clicked on that link and we got a lot of the information we shared with you from there. There's also tons of resources in that at acsresources.org as far as how to build your team, you know, meetings, everything, there's just a lot. So even you seasoned relayers, you might still find something new if you check out the resources there. And as Jen mentioned before, the website does get updated all the time. So you can't look at it once a year and think you know it all, because it gets updated at least every week. And we do put all our events, meetings, fundraisers on there. And of course, downloading and signing up everybody on the fundraising app, best, easiest way to accept donations. We do have our Facebook group, SCV Relay, because we're streaming this live there right now, so if you ever can't make a meeting, you can look at there. Plus, we give you information there as well. And then just know who you can ask for help, teams or chairs, your captain's council, teams at scvrelay.org, or your chairs. And then also on the home page, there are the 4 different additional page to the home page. So we have a separate team information page, we have event leadership page, get tech help, and then our Relay Smug Mug photo albums. Teresa has put up like years and years of photos from all past relays. So if you want to ever go on there and get some ideas, well, what does that booth look like? How do people decorate their booths? You can go on there and see so much. It's really full of information. So check the website, get tech help, and if any of you need some additional help, you can contact me, Rana, online at SCV Relay. And yeah, that's not me.
So I'm Abby now, but I have a voice. So Abby just wanted us to remind you that there are on the line is a partnership or sponsorship opportunity packets, which is for businesses, individuals. Keep in mind, remember, it's a great fundraising opportunity. Should you get your doctor's office to be a sponsor, that money gets credited to you and your team. So that's a fabulous another way to fundraise too. I have a couple of copies here, but it is on the website. The link is a little wonky, be patient, but you can always contact the chairs or Abby for that information if you have somebody hot and ready to do it. Just get in touch with the chairs. But there's lots of opportunities of all different levels. And that's how we get the big purple chair is sponsored by someone. Is the arch?
The arch will be new this year. We're gonna go for a sponsor for
Sponsorship
our
for the arch.
Survivor Village.
Survivor Village.
Stage.
The stage is the big one. Road to Recovery sponsor. Many different opportunities. Kids Camp sponsor. Oh, that's right. We're doing virtual team recognition this year too. Ooh, I have to work on virtual teams. Virtual teams are teams that if you know someone that would really like to have a relay team but can't get enough people to do it, can't be at the event, and that they would like to, and they still raise more than a couple of $100, we make them a virtual team, and we'll have a campsite, and I'll do some kind of recognition there for them. Last year we had 2 families that were virtual. We had 14 virtual teams, but 2 that came to the event didn't want to have a big campsite and all the work that it takes to do that. They raised the money, they had banners, they came to opening ceremony, they had luminaria bags there, and they had their own little spot for their family to remember their loved ones. And they had a way to raise money and get the recognition for it. They were very, very happy with that. So keep that in mind when you're talking to people too. They can't do all the big team, but there is a way for them to be recognized as a team, as a virtual team.
Okay, as we get towards the end here, I know, we just shared a bunch of information, and for those of you that are brand new are probably going, oh crap, what do you expect us to do? We don't expect you to do every single thing that we talked about here. We realize for those of you that are new or coming back in your role, let's talk, let's do baby steps, let's figure out what you guys do want to do so we can help you be successful in your role there. Because we know that some new team captains are like, wait, we need this and this, I'm so overwhelmed right now. And we want them to have a great experience. We want you to have a great experience. And so we want to make sure that we find what works for you and your team at Relay. So with that said, we want to say thank you guys so very much for joining our meeting tonight, for joining our event, for being a part of this community and helping us fight cancer. And as always, we like to leave with this quote before we do. We'll still be here for a few more minutes afterwards, so if you want to talk to any of us council members, if you want to talk to Amy from a chair's perspective, you can see Yvonne again to sign out luminary bags, talk to Brad about mission, and the Survivor Caregiver Committee. If you guys want to go ahead and say, hey, I want to be a table sponsor, what have you, you can see them there. But you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. So that's from Martin Luther King Jr., appropriate since this month we will be celebrating his legacy. So thank you, everybody. Those of you who are online, thank you so much. We will be doing a recap of all of this, and we'll have it posted on our webpage under the Team Captain page. But your Captain's Council members will also reach out to you to let you know all the information's there. And happy relay, folks.